Hello everyone, my name is Usha. Today I'll be presenting a case study on the pharmaceutical industry is leveraging big data to solve one of the most critical and expensive problems, the inefficiency of the drug discovery and clinical trials. The core business problem in pharmacy is immense financial risk and slow time to market. The traditional process in a linear funnel where drug candidates is tested in the preclinical and the third part of the human trial. The shocking statistics is that 90% of drugs that enters human trials fail, often in the phase 1 and phase 2. Often in phase 1 and phase 2, after hundreds of millions of dollars has already had spent, the model is unsustainable. The techniques problem is a lack of prediction power. We need to analyze this vast. Previously, soil data sets to identify the right drug targeting, the right patient progress, and prediction potential safety issues before they retail a trade. The solution and the data-driven prediction. Big data analyst flips the model. Instead of cost linear process, we will use the data to de-risk each step. By analyzing massive data sets, we can now identify more promising drug targets and predicted which drug is likely to fail, and designs smarter and more effective clinical trials and targets the right patient for the start. This transformation is the process for the gambling into calculations and predictive reductions. Data source and the fuel of discovery. The solution is powered by the new wave of deserved data. We are no longer just looking at the small controllable lab results. We are integrating data types of genetic data from initiatives like UK Biobank, real world health records from millions of patients, and even continuous data for the wearables. This multiple modal data provides a holistic view of human biology and discovers and diseases that was previously impossible. At the high level, the technical solutions involve integrating the disparate data streams into a controlling cloud databases lake. This raw data is then processed and integrated, a major challenging given different format and standards. Finally, these crusted data is fed into the advanced analytics and chemical learning engines where the actual predictive models are built and served to the end user applications. Detailed technical architecture diagram. Let me dive into the detailed technical architecture. This is the Lamberting architecture handling both batch and real-time data. On the left, we have the data integration. Batch genetic data is loaded into cloud storage like S3. Real-time patient data from EHR is streamed via stream to enhance. We have the latest information. API gateways pull the data from the public receptors and partners. In the center is the process code. The data lake is the single source of truth. It is the workhorse here, running massive ETL jobs to transform and harmonizes the data into the usable format. For example, it converts different EHR coding systems into common standards like OMOP. Processed data is stored in the data warehouses like Snowflake or Redshift for starter aquariums. On the right, it is the analytics and several layers. This is where the magic happens. Machine learning platforms like Turner's Flow and the Python's train model on this integration data. For instance, the model might correlate genetic markets with treatment outcomes from historical trails. The results of the models are served via low latency rate APIs to applications used by the bioinformatics and clinical track designs to make data-driven decisions. A construct example is patient requirements. A big data platform and an analyzing millions of de-identified health records. A machine learning model is trained to find patients that matches the various significant criteria from a new cancer drug trait. It can it can then pinpoint the exact zip codes and even hospital locations where the patients are most likely to be found, dramatically accelerate the slow part of the trial. When it comes to impacts and the result, the impact of this technique architecture is directly on the bottom line. Companies like Pfizer, Moderna, and Orchards are using these approaches to reduce cost, accelerate development, as we saw with the COVID-19 vaccine, and alternatively increases the success rate of being new life-saving drug to the market. In conclusion, big data analysis powered by the scalable techniques arch is fundamentally transforming the pharmaceutical industry. It is solving the critical business problems in efficiency by providing predictive powers at the various steps of the drug development life cycle. Thank you for your time.